Hey guys, it's OtakuOtemba here, if you can't tell by now. I have fish behind me in my background. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It makes me feel like a ADD, like, scuba diver. I don't know. It's freaking me out right now, actually, because I'm trying to talk to you guys in the camera, and all I really want to do is stare at the background. Anyways, so today's topic is teenagers are stupid. Let's see. Less than 25% of high school relationships actually survive. Only about 15% of high school sweethearts stay married their entire lives. Only 30% of females in high school are virgins. 4.5 million adolescents are current smokers. 22.4% of all 12th graders smoke. In 2003, more than 7.5 million individuals aged 12 to 17 reported having used an illicit drug. I'm a teenager. I don't know if you'll find this hypocritical of me or not. Adults are stupid too sometimes, but didn't hear it from me. Most of the adults out there will agree that, yeah, teenagers are stupid. And just all the drama that goes on in high school, usually the drama starts in about 7th grade. Some, it starts earlier, you know, it just kind of depends on what kind of class you're in. Homeschoolers, consider yourself lucky. My younger sister just recently went into 7th grade. Most of her friends are decent. She goes to a private school, so it's a lot better than most of the schools out there for younger children. It can still get a little, let's say, inappropriate. Kids thinking they're older than they are. Kids in, let's say, 6th grade having boyfriends and girlfriends. I find that a little ridiculous. I don't know about you. You may have had a boyfriend or girlfriend in 6th grade, 7th grade, you know. But honestly, even high school relationships are a bit stupid, ridiculous, you know. I've never been in a relationship before, so I might be kind of biased. But really, high school relationships are kind of iffy, you know. High school is really a time to focus on, I know some of you guys are going to hate me for this, but really academics. Granted, most of the time you're not taught how to get on in the world. The real stuff, you're taught stuff that you'll never use. Algebra. Some of the stuff is good to learn. Important to have a good grasp of the English language, because if you're out in the real world and you have to write a report or something, they're not going to like you if you keep misusing the word there. T-H-E-I-R. There is. They're not spelled the same. They're not the same word. They don't mean the same thing. The things that make teenagers stupid. Relationships. Angst. Sex, drugs, you know, that whole deal. Or just all the hate that goes on in high school environments. Let's address the first thing that I said. Relationships. A lot of the time the relationships aren't even good relationships. Most of the time it's using each other for whatever reason. Spontaneous hookups. Kind of disgusting, frankly. Which leads us to our next point. Teenagers are stupid because of sex and drugs. Not many people, I guess the word would be, believe in sex before marriage. Lots of religions say don't have sex before marriage. Why would you give up your virginity in high school? That's really appalling to me. Moving on to our next topic, drugs. I probably look like I'm on drugs right now just because I'm really tired. Circles, nice circles under my eyes, nice and purple. But honestly, drugs, really? You're that desperate? I know some of people's lives are pretty bad. Every day in America, 211 children are arrested for drug abuse. That's a heck of a lot. A day. 211 a day for drug abuse. And there's so many more that don't get caught. I'm not saying that I want you to get caught if you're using drugs. A lot of people get addicted and they can't stop. Especially like with the hardcore stuff. They mess up your brain. Your appearance, it deteriorates. You start losing teeth. Your hair falls out. You know, you start getting these huge, like, your eyes like turn raccoonish. Your appearance, it deteriorates much more quickly than it would from age. You just look awful. Your mind, you start going like bonkers, like really crazy insane. One of my teachers actually had friends that did drugs, probably acid or some hallucinogen. The guy really, like, he flipped out. He thought he was an orange. He couldn't be around people because he was scared they were gonna eat him. And I know it sounds ridiculous, but seriously, these things will screw you up. Next, we're gonna go to a little more funny topic, depending on how I portray it to you. Teenage angst. Really? Your life is that bad? Just remember that you're not alone. There's no such thing as the only one. It's almost impossible to have something original nowadays because there's so many people, there's so many things that have already been done by those people. Love brainworms. Almost every idea you can think of, every thought that goes through your head, every thing that you do has been done by someone else. Granted, in everyday life, the combination may not be exactly the same, but it's pretty darn similar. Classic teenage angst is pretty much characterized by hating on teachers, hating on peers, devil-may-care attitude. I'm not saying devil-may-care attitudes are bad, just you have to use judgment when exercising your devil-may-care attitude. Punkers, they usually have some teenage angst going on, or they feel like they don't get enough attention at home or from their peers or whatever, so they have to go and dye their hair crazy colors and stuff like that. They're not necessarily bad kids, they might have some stuff going on. Another determining factor of teenage angst is the parental units. How the kids treat their parents, how the parents treat their kids. Like, if you're a parent and you're watching this right now instead of feeding your kids dinner, that's not a good thing. They're gonna have teenage angst if you keep doing this. Go make your kids dinner right now. Every teenager goes through a period of like angsty, emo, depression, black poetry, and a lot of it's hormones, a lot of it's what's in, what's cool, what's hip, whatever you want to call it. Don't fall into the trap, just, everything will get better. If you feel like you're at rock bottom, it can only get better. If you need to talk to someone, go talk to someone. It's embarrassing sometimes. They can't do everything for you. You have to be willing to put forth the effort to change your lifestyle, try to figure out what's going on, you have to put forth the effort, but they can help, definitely. You won't remember many of your friends. You might totally, you'll probably never see them again unless you live in a super small town and plan to stay there for the rest of your life. Even a big town and plan to stay there for the rest of your life. Why would you want to do that? Ever. Oh, look, I'm like Dumbledore. Watch. I'll take a memory out of my head. That is pretty cool. Taking a memory out of my head and dropping it in a pensive. That's how you pronounce it, right? Pensive, something like that. Just remember that high school isn't real life. High school will never be real life. And it doesn't last forever. Ever. Nothing lasts forever. Anyways, that's my spiel for the day. And I will be seeing you guys later. See ya.